Welcome back to BBB Adventures and episode 18 of the Apollo mission, our bike touring adventure across North America on our Priority Apollo bikes. In our last episode, we left Stewart, Nebraska and pedaled east on US 20 to South Sioux City, stopping for the night at the Plainview City Park. This episode finds us the next morning at our hotel in South Sioux City, getting ready to hit the road.
Okay, you forgot your pen. Purple pen. Purple pen.
Oh, you hijacked this from me.
And I put it back right there.
When I packed up my bag.
Zip it.
Wasn't there?
All right, we got the bikes all packed up. We are a little bit late to check out, but I don't think they're going to care.
I told the woman that we're getting ready. We'll be out soon.
Oh, she said okay.
Yep.
So let's roll our bikes down there, check out, and head to the bike shop.
And we're headed to the bike shop.
But first we got a state line crossing.
We got a straight line crossing coming up. There's the river. The mighty Missouri. Wow, it is really windy today. There it is, Iowa! Woohoo! Woohoo!
The people of Iowa welcome you. I see it. It is windy today.
Really windy.
We're at a state line crossing.
State line crossing into a very important state.
Very important state.
Why, you ask? RAGBRAI.
Welcome to Iowa.
Iowa, Iowa, Iowa. Cheers.
We get to do this one appropriately.
Cheers to Iowa.
Cheers to Iowa.
Do you see the sign? State line crossing.
Woohoo! Feels good.
State line crossing. State line crossing. State line crossing.
Woo!
Cheers to the state line crossing.
I heard a ringing bell this morning, and it woke me from a dream. And in that dream I heard a warning, saying leave the rest, take only what you need. So keep on singing to those who listen.
Not this one.
You doing good?
Which do you like better?
I think it's a girl's bike. It should be pink.
Purple is also. Purple's my favorite color, so I think it should be purple.
My bike got new tires. Lovely purple. We've been at
We've
the
been at this
Albrecht.
fantastic bike shop that we
Albrecht.
found. This is actually a bike shop that we called when we were in Wyoming or Nebraska, and we thought we wanted to ride the Cowboy Trail more than we did, and we were out of tubes. So we actually called these guys to see if they could mail us tubes, and they worked really hard to try to figure it out, but in the end it didn't work out. But we stopped by to have Mary Beth's rear tire replaced, and yeah, look at her new tires. She got new tires because she gashed her old ones.
The old one got gashed on day one, if you recall. And it's been causing a problem ever since. So I got new tires. And they're purple. See, they match that little bike. They match the little bike next to mine. They're purple. I love them. And they have brown sidewalls, which Brentley's very jealous about.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now we are carrying how many spare tubes?
4.
4 spare tubes. We still have a spare tire if Brentley has a problem. We have a spare tire for him. Of course, it would work for my bike in a pinch, but I am not going to have another flat.
Oh, you're not?
I'm not.
Oh, good. It's good to know.
Problem solved.
Our warm shower accommodations. It's,
Nice.
they have this booklet. It's got all sorts of information in it. This is just fantastic. So today is, what is today?
It's day 41.
Day 41, and it's Thursday. We got to Sioux City, as you know, and we're having some nice, relaxing days. We're doing some errands, and Mary Beth wanted to go to this thrift shop. And as we pulled into the parking lot, guess who we found? It's Renee, one of our most active and one of our best supporters.
Yes.
Renee is always commenting, always encouraging us, keeping us going. We always look forward to getting messages from Renee, and he is here and he's doing RAGBRAI. And so he met us to say hi, and we were hanging out, and super excited for Renee to do RAGBRAI for his first time. Aren't you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. It's nice to finally meet you guys in person and all that kind of stuff. Now from here forward,
Yeah.
wish you the best, guys, and keep going, keep pedaling.
Yep.
Keep pedaling. That's
Yep.
exactly right. Enjoy the
Just
ride.
Keep pedaling. Just keep pedaling.
Just that's all you gotta do. One after the other. Pedal,
right, that's
pedal.
right.
Next thing you know, you're across the state of Iowa.
Yep.
So we've been talking to Renee for weeks, and watching him get prepared, and he's been sending us pictures of his gear and his bike, and he's got his bike ready, and he's here, and he's gonna do this thing. He's gonna do it.
Yep.
And we're so excited to be part of it and help him and
Cheer him
encourage
on.
him and cheer him on. And
Yeah, I'm very thankful
And-
for the advices and all the information you guys give me. You know, you help me a lot. Buy the gear a little bit at a time.
yeah, he's very dedicated to this effort, and we're really proud of him and can't wait to ride across to Iowa with him. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us.
Subscribe and like.
Yes.
This is like a museum.
It's the self-buttering popcorn machine from 1921. It self-butters popcorn.
How cool is that?
It's so cool.
Do you add flavor call too?
No, you don't have to. No flavor call. Look at the Smiths. The Smiths are always running the place.
We're at the Jolly Time Fun Time store. And guess what we get to do?
Popcorn's so
We
good.
get to go watch where they make the popcorn.
It's so exciting.
I want my popcorn.
Oh, no, you can eat it when you get back.
It's not a very big, long trip, so.
It's employees only.
Yeah. This is our kitchen. It's all been cleaned up from cooking today, but we have these huge ovens where we bake the caramel corn and everything.
So after you coat it, you bake it.
Yep, yep. And take it out and stir it just like Grandma did back in the old
Wow.
days. Yeah, yeah. This is our air popper right here.
But the air popper.
that's an air popper.
That is an air popper.
Oh, there's popcorn in there.
So, where do you
So,
put the kernel?
seeds-
But where does the meat go?
The kernels are up here.
Yeah.
And the seeds are up here. And then
Oh, and I see the auger.
Yep, and it goes around and it comes out and we put a big bag. Well,
So it's like a continuous operation. It's just continually feeding and popping and.
yep, it does.
Wow.
And the bags are,
Is it loud?
no, it's really not. I'm gonna see if I can find one of the big bags that they made for tomorrow. You wanna see the way back?
Yeah.
Oh, the way back.
So those big bags over there
Oh,
are
wow.
ready for us
To coat.
to coat tomorrow.
For coated
Wow.
kernels.
So they just made them this afternoon.
See, when I go to the movies, this is the size popcorn I like.
Yes.
What is
So
that?
that is a
That's the
cheese,
coater.
It's a cheese spinner.
A
So
cheese
our
spinner.
cheese comes in a paste. Well, this is one of the buckets, but right now
Oh, I
it's full
see.
of popcorn. And we mix it with
I see there's
some
a
butter.
box down there.
Yep, and it make it into a kind of a a thick liquid. But
Like a paste sort of.
right, and you put the popcorn in there, and this thing goes around and around, and they stir.
So you get the cheese going in there first, and then you put the popcorn in there, and it
I'm not
coats
sure
it.
which they do first, because I
Wow.
don't work out here much, but we can come over here and Suze can tell us. These folks are traveling across the United States, and
By bicycle.
on bicycle. And when you make the cheese popcorn, do you put the cheese in first or the popcorn?
The popcorn first.
Popcorn, and then you put that cheese stuff in there, and it just coats it.
Yes, so we'll put the cheese in like little glass pans and we'll melt it down and we'll do halfway first and then spin it for a while and then do the other half. and spin.
You don't do the caramel corn the same way. That's just for the cheese.
That's in the
The
oven.
caramel corn
Yeah.
is different.
Yeah.
Caramel corn's the old-fashioned way. So
This
if you,
is PJ. She's
Yeah.
one of the
Hi.
owners.
yeah, if you've ever made caramel corn at home, have you ever made caramel corn at home?
Yeah,
I
a long
have.
time ago.
I have.
Yeah,
On the
so-
stovetop.
Stovetop, boil for 5 minutes, pour it on, stir, bake for an hour. So we do the exact same thing, just bigger pan, and since our ovens are commercial, we can cut down the timing down to 48 minutes. So we stir every 12 instead of every 15, but
That
it's
is-
all done by hand. So when we bake in the morning, we bake, and like, I don't know what size pan you'd use. When we did it at home, we used like a turkey roasting pan. So we have twice the size of the pan, and then we do 4 pans at a time.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Are you a Smith?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes and no. So my
Married
mom
too?
was a Smith, so
Oh, okay.
changed name, and then now I'm
Yeah.
married. So
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
But you're a Smith.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That's nice.
Yeah, we have. So how many pounds of popcorn do you guys go through at this store?
So like right now, this time of year when we aren't as busy, we pop like one 35-pound bag a day at Chris, and that'll get what, about 5 of our big ones, don't
Yeah,
you think?
4 to 5.
Yeah, of the big ones.
I
Like that.
showed him
Yeah.
the big one, yeah.
Christmas we'll pop closer to like 10 or 12 of those.
Wow.
So anywhere
cool.
from 20 to 60, 70 pounds, depending on what we have for orders and what we're making that day, how many staff, we have for that day of what we're making.
How fun.
So the ovens can only produce so
Right. Yeah.
much in the day.
Exactly.
At an hour at a time, and since we do, Kathy probably showed you with the 2 sets of ovens,
Right.
one side versus the other. So really a full hour is about an hour 15 from start to finish,
Right.
then you put the next one in.
Right. So you must work a little overtime during Christmas season.
Oh, yeah. We've slept here before.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you
glad
so
we
much.
were on your staff.
It's day 42, and we're leaving our awesome warm shower host. We stayed here for 2 days. Just couldn't have been a better experience. Couldn't have been.
Could not have been.
Could not have
Way
been.
exceeded all
Yeah.
expectations.
They set a high bar when
Yeah.
we start hosting. That's going to be difficult for us to meet, but yeah, we really appreciate it. And yeah, the bikes are ready. We got them all packed up. We got our laundry done. I mean, we are ready for RAGBRAI. So now we're going to go to the dip site and dip our rear tires. Then we're going to go to Sergeant Bluff and find camp. And a few people have reached out and want to have a beer today with us. So
Let's go do that.
we're going to go do that. So day 42 commencing
Now.
now. We get to go to this bridge. On our way to the dip site, we found this place. Palmer's Old Time Candy Shop. Specialty Foods. Another museum-like thing. This is pretty neat. That's a candy making machine. This is one of their most famous products. Twin Bean.
Nutty chocolate cherry treat. Yes, there's 2 in here. We'll each have one.
All the different choices. See, they have the candy in this box. and they sell it by the pound. And you pick out what you want, and then they dish it out for you. But they got boxes and boxes and boxes of candy.
Opera cream before. I don't know what opera cream is.
You should try one.
Then you eat at the opera.
Want to try one?
If I was going to the opera, I would have to buy some.
You want to try them now?
I'm not going to the opera.
I'll sing opera music while you eat it. Okay, we bought our twin Bing, and now we're going to
What
try
it
it.
is, I've never had one before.
Everybody talks about how good they are. Everybody, let's see what it looks like.
It's twins, all right. That's Siamese twins, I would call it. Oh, there we go. Safe separation.
Here we go. Oh, look inside.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
That's good.
You're folks
Oh.
riding in RAGBRAI?
Yes, we are.
Yes, sir.
Starts on Sunday.
Where are you from?
Idaho.
Oh, wow.
It's here, isn't it? Okay, this is the Missouri River, and I am going to dip my rear tire.
Well, you better hold on to your brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we did it.
We did it! Our rear tires are in the Missouri River!
Now we gotta go put the fronts in the Mississippi.
Yes! 7 days.
We're taking this bike path that apparently goes from Sioux City to Sergeant Bluffs, where RAGBRAI starts. It's very nice. We had a really hard time trying to figure out how to get on it because there was a bunch of construction at the Riverfront Park in Sioux City that made it really confusing on how to get to the path, but now we're on it. It's quite nice. It's Greer. Woohoo! We got our tent set up, and now we're gonna go find some food and beverage. This is Greer. She's our friend from Idaho Falls and is doing RAGBRAI for the first time. She brought us our duffel bags we'll be putting all our stuff in for RAGBRAI so we don't have to carry our loaded panniers across the state. Good morning. Sorry about the noise. Those air conditioners are very loud. But today is Saturday. RAGBRAI starts tomorrow, and we're at Pork Belly Camp, which we got here yesterday. Slept here. This was our camp for the night. Actually, the air conditioners, that noise was a pretty nice white noise for sleeping, but that light was super bright, so that may have been a bad choice as places to stay, places to pitch the tent, because yeah, it was pretty bright. But there he goes. Anybody want in front? There he goes. He's fast.
Oh, he just pissed!
Today, we're taking everything out of the panniers that we've been carrying, and our friend Greer brought us these bags, and so Greer is a friend of ours from Idaho Falls, and she is doing RAGBRAI for the first time, and so she drove out here from Idaho Falls and has graciously brought us these bags. And so we're gonna move everything out of the panniers, including the panniers, and get into these bags, and we're using the Pork Belly tent service. So it's gonna be a pretty nice week where we're gonna be able to pedal across without all of the load on the bikes. So we're looking forward to that. But for now, we got to get the tent packed. We got to get all of this stuff transitioned into these bags. and ready for our move to the rented tent, which is going to seem huge compared to the little tent we've been sleeping in. So we're looking forward to that. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Mary Beth has already moved the air mattress over to the big tent, and she'll be back in a minute and we'll get this done. After reconfiguring our stuff from the panniers into the duffel bags and moving into the pork belly rental tent, we met Greer and headed down to check out the RAGBRAI Expo.
Let me up and get two. Watch. Get the top one.
Oh, it's a good try. It's a good try. We also met up with some friends of BBB Adventures for a beer and fun conversation.
So after watching Karen and Nate's video, I really wanted to do RAGBRAI. I thought it sounded so fun. So I decided to start training, and I just decided to use the bike share in my city because that was super easy and accessible and low cost to get started. So I did that, and then my first ride though was 5 miles, and afterwards I got a migraine and I had to take a nap and I almost threw up. And now I'm all the way to taking a 50-mile ride with not a problem.
Woo! So
awesome! Yeah.
Good Tell us your name.
Yeah, Hannah.
From?
Indianapolis.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Way to go, Hannah!
After an awesome time of eating, drinking, and meeting people at the expo, we headed back to the Pork Belly camp to settle into our large rental tent since there was a rainstorm on its way.
This is what a rainstorm in a tent sounds like.
It's scary.
But we're dry. Remember the one time when a storm was coming through and we were in our tents and somebody came through and told us to put our helmets on?
Oh yeah, that was a
to protect
RAGBRAI.
our heads?
Yeah, because there was in case the wind blew our tents away.
Yeah, and pour stuff onto us. Maybe we should put our helmets on. This doesn't seem real bad.
I hope we don't float away.
I hope we don't float away too.